Okay, so I'm gonna make this video about a topic that is really starting to annoy me a lot, because I've experienced this more than a few times in the past year or so, and it's something that it was cute at first. It's something that, like, at first you're able to laugh about it and say, that's kind of funny, or find the humor in it, and realize, maybe they're joking around, or maybe, they're just having fun and giggles with it. But it's becoming a theme that I'm starting to find pretty degrading. And it's like, it's pretty much turned me off from dating. And it makes me second guess every woman's intention, before I really get to know them. But I've talked to a few females this past year, and I'd say about a handful of the ones I've talked to seem to be interested in one thing. And it's like, yeah, maybe that one thing has been on my mind more times than not as well. But it seems like with me, the whole, I haven't been seeking exclusively a relationship in a while, because I had just gotten out of one, and I was trying to take it slow. So I guess I've been kind of going out there and seeing what's available, and who knows, maybe I could find a solid relationship or not. But with that said, I've been attracting a lot of females who seem to be interested in the whole stereotype of a male having large junk. And it's not, I don't find it offensive in the fact that maybe a large majority of black males have large junk, but it's kind of degrading in a way when females only are interested in knowing or wondering if you have a large package. And it seems like I'm not meeting many who want to know more about what I'm about, or what's in here. And it's like, even though I may be going out there and looking for casual dating or whatever, nothing that serious, I'm still exploring that possibility and keeping my options open, and thinking, I might find that or something like that, or if I find it, I'm not gonna shy away from it. But it's like, it just seems like the ones that I'm meeting, the ones that I'm attracting, the ones who are gravitating my way, seem to be only interested in that alone. And it's like, it just has me wondering, like, am I attracting the wrong ones? Or do a majority of women in our society who gravitate towards black men only do it because they're curious about the size of his package? And it's like, I gotta be honest, I mean, when I was younger, when I was like in my early 20s and shit, like, maybe that would have made my belt bigger, or maybe that would have like, made me say, like, I'm the shit, or boost my ego a little bit. But being 26, it's like, even if I'm attracting women who are seeking casual dating like I am, it's like, the ones I've casually dated, I've not saying that I've wanted to like be house husband and like just, you know, open right up to them or something like that, but it's like I've still thought of them as a human being, and I've still, you know, had a certain respect for them because they're human, and because we're dating, I guess you could call it. But it's like I don't want to just date somebody because they want to know how big my package is. I mean, to all the ladies out there who are only dating these black men, because I'm biracial, but I still call myself black male. Anyways, to all these ladies who are dating these black males and just wanting to know how big their package is, I mean, that's like demeaning. I mean, it's even more demeaning when you're talking to somebody who you don't even know, barely, except for over the phone. You've had a few conversations with them, and I guess this is what promoted me to make this video. You know, I've talked to like 2 or 3 females over the phone who I met on dating websites in the past, and they, without even really knowing me that well, or, you know, because there's just some things you don't ask somebody if you don't know them. There's just some things that you consider over the line, you know. But I've had these women ask me, like towards the end of the conversation, if I have a big package. And as soon as they ask me that, that kind of takes away the whole credibility of our conversation. Like, it makes me think, like, damn, everything they said before that, were they being truthful, or were they just leading it up so that they could ask me that? So, I mean, to all the women who are after a black male, or who date black men, or have a black man come on to you, it's like, you know, don't ask him that question without even getting to know him. Because if a lot of them think like me, which I think a lot of males do think like me, that's offensive. It's degrading. It's like, you know, damn, it's like, is that all you care about, or do you want to know who I am as a person, or what? I mean, I just think that question has its time and its place, and if like you're asking a male that like the first time you talk to him or whatever, that's gonna make him think that, you know, that's all you think about black men, are that they have big wieners, when in fact that's not even true in a lot of males, I assume.